Hello everyone, welcome again. Today we are going to see the present progressive or present continuous tense, and I'll try to give you some examples. First of all, I want to explain what's the present participle. It's a verb form where we add ing at the end of the verb. The present participle isn't the same as gerunds. Gerunds don't need an auxiliary verb. They don't have a verbal function and generally they act like a noun. But the present participle needs an auxiliary. It's part of the conjugation of the present continuous.
Stevie, can you play it one time?
Last week we saw the simple present. There we just need the main form of the verb for the conjugation except for the third person singular, and there's no need of an auxiliary. But we need to use the verb to be as an auxiliary for the present continuous. Its structure is the auxiliary verb conjugated and the present participle form of the main verb. For negative sentences, we add not to the auxiliary verb, and for questions we put the auxiliary verb conjugated, the subject, and the main verb in its present participle form.
We're saving our own lives. That's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me.
We say that we make the present participle form of the verb just adding ing, but we have some exceptions. For example, when we have a short verb that is consonant, vowel, consonant, we duplicate the last consonant. And when we have a verb that ends in e, we drop the e and add ing. There are other exceptions a little more complicated, like these verbs. We duplicate the last consonant if the last syllable is stressed and has the consonant-vowel-consonant structure. If the first syllable is the stressed one, we just add ing. And if we have verbs that end in ie, we drop those vowels and add y plus ing.
Noise that it takes, please.
Green thing, hey.
We can use the present progressive in four situations. When we talk about actions that happen at the moment of speaking, the action is happening right now, it's a momentary action. We use it to talk about actions in progress or unfinished actions. We should see the context to identify if it's a progress, if it will take time to conclude the actions. We use it to talk about an event expected to happen in the near future. We are sure that it will happen. And finally, to talk about something irritating that repeats over and over again. We should see the context and the time markers or time expression to identify the function in the sentence. I'll try to explain it to you by some examples.
Everyone you meet, they're jamming in the street all night long.
In this part of the song, we are talking about an action that is happening at the moment. And we have the verb jam that has the consonant-vowel-consonant structure. So we duplicate the last consonant.
Well, the whole world's got to dance, that's right, I'm telling you.
Here we have another example of an action that happens at the moment. We have the auxiliary verb and the verb till.
You are a shining star.
And here we have an example of a gerund. It works as an adjective. It doesn't have a verbal function. This is an example of a time expression. Here we can notice that we are talking about an action that is happening at the moment because of the word now.
People talking without speaking.
Here we have other examples of gerunds. We don't have an auxiliary verb, so there is no verbal function. People who are talking, and speaking acts as a noun. This phrase and the next one, people hearing without listening, create a poetic image.
Oh no, things are moving fast.
Here we have an example of a progressive action. The song doesn't mean that things are moving fast just now. The writer of the song wanted to express that life and emotions are moving fast, and it will continue for a while, but it will pass.
He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me.
Here we have a progressive action with a metaphorical meaning. The routine and his work as a bartender are killing John little by little.
And when she's walking, she's alone.
And here we have two actions that happen at the moment of speaking. The song tries to create a picture of a specific moment.
We are the children. And you're always running here and there.
In this sentence, we have a frequency adverb to know its function, and the verb has the consonant-vowel-consonant structure. Ben is a rat. His owner says that he's constantly running because he felt rejected in the past. Here we have a repeated action, but maybe it doesn't irritate Ben's owner. Here we have a progressive action. This is something that is happening now and probably will last for a while.
Baby, I will be here for you when you're falling.
Since we have a future tense before, this sentence in present progressive talks about a future action.
Change my clothes, my hair, my face, and I'm getting nowhere.
Ain't is a negative contraction for am, is, are, has, and having in formal English. In this sentence, it is the contraction of I'm not, and then we have our main verb in present participle form.
I'm just a fast star tonight. I'm dying for some action.
In this sentence, the main verb is die. We drop both vowels, add y and ing.
Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Been working so hard. I'm punching my card.
There'll come a day when you're losing your way.
Here the song talks about something that probably will happen in the future. So the second sentence in present progressive talks about a future action too.
No, she's standing by your side. Up as we go, I'm waking up to fantasy.
Hey, pretty baby, I wanna tell you what I'm feeling when I look at you. Hey, hey.
Little reminder that going to doesn't act as present progressive.
Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
That was the present progressive. I hope it was clear and the examples were helpful to you. That's all for this video. Bye and see you in the next lesson.
Here I come and be water.